Hello Team Esteem, welcome to another home workout recorded live from Rex's gym. Now I just finished the Zoom training. If you didn't make it to that, you missed out. I'll be putting different times up over the next couple of days, couple of weeks maybe, hopefully not a couple of months, but we'll see. So let's get into it. This is the workout that we did in the Zoom session. It starts always with our warm-up. By now you should kind of know what to do, but it doesn't make it any less important. So last Tuesday was the session where we went to the pyramid scheme. So start with a round of 3, then go to the round of 6, 9, 12, 15, and then back down all the way to the round of 3. Today we're not doing a pyramid, but we're keeping many of the same exercises to have that bit of continuation throughout the week. So that was last Wednesday that we did that pyramid scheme. So the idea is to have that sort of week to week consistency for a few weeks, and then we can change it up after doing it a few weeks. So that way we know we're not doing the same exercises every damn day. Having a bit of variation is not only good for the body, especially if you follow all these sessions. If you do all of them, I don't want you to do push-ups or do straight leg sit-ups 7 days in a row. The variation is good, not only because it trains your body in different angles and different ways, but it has less of an injury risk as well. All right, on to our lunges. It's a little bit drier today than it was yesterday. Let's hope that stays the case, because it can be quite hard to hear me in here. If it's raining very hard. All right, open the gates. This is an old, but I've been doing it my whole life for any sort of team sports. If you played soccer in Holland, you've done this one until the cows come home. And then we'll go for some leg swings. Other side. And one more. All right, guys, let's sink down into that low squat hold and just think about our sins for a while. Yeah. Now, bad news. Could not get Daisy up this morning. She's really lost touch with the common man now. She's famous. She's always demanding pats and demanding food. I don't know. Fame has done strange things to her. I don't like it, so I think I'll give her a bit of a break from the camera until she learns some humility again. All right. Now, workout time. We have 2 8-minute amraps today. Now, an amrap is as many reps or as many rounds as possible. The first 8 minutes, what we're going to be doing, we have our kozac squats, which is the ones where we're nice and wide, sink down to one side, up, sink down to the other side, up. We have 8 repetitions, which will be 4 each side. After that, we have our butterfly sit-ups, which is the one. We have soles of the feet together, and from here you can use your arms for momentum to come all the way up to that sitting position, also for 8 repetitions. Then we have knee-ins or double mountain climbers. You're in a push-up position, and from here, both knees in, both knees out. Try to keep your body as still as possible during those movements. Now, it's going to be 8 kozacs, it's going to be 8 butterfly sit-ups, it's going to be 8 knee-ins for 8 minutes. Yeah? So you continuously work for 8 minutes, having as little rest as possible. You can ask any questions, so that's good. I will show you some options throughout the workout. So the first round I'll do the full version. Second round, third round, I'll start showing you some options if you need to tweak it a little bit. As always, don't try to do more by sacrificing your technique. Keep the technique nice and tight. All right, that being said, let's get into it. We have our 8 minutes on the clock. 10 seconds. Let's get ready. Starting with the kozac squats. Feet nice and wide. And go. Sink down, drive back up. This leg stays nice and straight throughout. Torso stays nice and upright, so I don't want any rotation happening. The team esteem should be facing forward the whole way through. Now remember, it's 4 each side for 8 in total. After that, butterfly sit-ups. You can use the arms for momentum. I need to because I'm pretty bad at these. And 8 into our knee-ins. Push-up position, jump both knees in. And then we're back into our kozac squats. Now kozac squats, you can stay higher if you can't get down as far. The ideal movement is to get your hamstring all the way down on your calf, but maybe your mobility isn't quite there yet, and that's fine. Another way, making this harder, holding on to a weight, making it easier, having some support like a chair in front of you so you can help yourself back up. The butterfly sit-up. If you really struggle with this butterfly sit-up, you can, of course, go back to the straight leg version. It is a little bit easier simply because you can use your hip flexors. Okay, in the butterfly position, we're here. You can't use the hip flexors to pull yourself up. So you're depending a lot more on your stomach muscles. So yes, it can be harder. And then the knee-ins. Now your obvious option here is go for mountain climbers, keeping that body still. And keep the reps at 8 in total. So if you're doing the mountain climber version, just do 4 on each side. Double knee-ins, also 8 in total. Yeah? All right, our kozacs. Butterflies. We're 3 minutes in, guys. 5 minutes to go. Remember, your breathing up is out. And our knee-ins. Now, There is another version of the kozac squats you can do, and that is staying low. Not my favorite option, but I'll show you how it's done. You go to one side, and then you stay low to the other side. I personally feel this becomes a bit more of a mobility exercise because you're not pushing up. So you can do it or just throw it in. I prefer the up down because you do actually have to drive yourself up. You're already over halfway. We have 3.5 minutes to go in this first 8 minutes. Now in this top position of your butterfly sit-up, just give a little check. Are your shoulders down and are you sitting upright? We're not necessarily after this rounded back position. We want to be nice and tall. All right, we're 5 minutes and 20 seconds in. So we have a little over 2.5 minutes to work here. So again, shoulders down. Make sure your upper body stays nice and relaxed. Your neck shouldn't really be working too much here. And back into our kozacs. So yeah, if you're using a weight, let's grab a light dumbbell. Just up here will be the best way, just so it kind of forces you to stay upright. Not a great fan being here because it pushes you down a little bit more. All right guys, 30 seconds to go. Let's get these kozacs in still. And let's get some butterfly sit-ups done. Keep working all the way through, guys. Five, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right. That's feeling good. My core is warmed up. Some high quality H2O. Well, I'll talk you through our next workout. Next up, another 8-minute AMRAP. We're going to start this up with push-ups. After the push-ups, fortunately, we're into burpees, chest to ground if you can, and then we finish up with alternating V-ups. Yes, more core. After yesterday's little circuit, this is gonna feel good. So, 8 push-ups, knees, toes, if you want to make it harder by going like diamond, or if you want to mix it up with the grip, you can, but I'd say go for regular push-ups today. Then we have the burpees, chest to ground if you can, and then we have your alternating V-ups, which is the one where you're lying on your back, lift your body up and touch your hands to one foot. Remember, it's not the full V-up where you come 2 feet up. Not that it matters too much, it's just a little bit harder to do the full V-up for 8. Unfortunately, my timer has died, so I'll go by the clock on the camera. 8 minutes, push-ups, burpees, alternating V-ups. Let's get started in 10 seconds from now. Puts us at 16 minutes and 30 seconds. 24:30, we are finished. All right, starting off with push-ups. Then you can just lower yourself back to the ground, and that'll be 1. And 8. Alternating V-ups. So you start flat on the ground. Again, use your arm. Absolutely fine for a bit of momentum. Touch. All right, that's 1 round in. Now, option time. Push-ups. Definitely do it on the knees. Now for the burpees, if the total volume is a bit much, because it's push-ups and burpees, you can do just the jump back burpees. What I mean with that is instead of going all the way down, it's hands down, back, in, and up. That's your option. Alternating V-ups. 2.5 minutes in. Now, alternating V-ups. We also have options. Our option here is single leg, leg lower. Keeping that lower back on the ground. Again, just a way to make it a little bit easier. Back into our push-ups. You pick your option. I'll do some diamonds just for fun. So a diamond push-up is where you have your thumbs together, index fingers together. It's gonna be a lot more tricep-y. Now, with the burpee, feel free to take it a little bit of a step back still if you need to, and do the walking burpee. How that works: hands down, walk back, walk in, reach up. Hands down, walk back, walk in, reach up. Now there is no moving or no jumping in this movement. Or you can still go the jump in and jump out. Or you can go the full movement. Now with the alternating V-ups, if that leg lower is a little bit on the hard side, bend your legs. One heel down, other heel down. Or straight legs, or the full movement, which is the alternating V-ups. So you pick your options. There's options everywhere. Now, we are, math is hard. We're about 4 minutes in, so we're about halfway through. Just keep plugging through. Back to the push-ups. Alternating V-ups. And back into push-ups. Keep working. And then it's burpees. Now guys, on this one, much more important that you keep working. So keep the body going. If that means regressing to an easier option, absolutely fine. Just keep moving along. See how we're going on time. 1 minute to go. One more minute. Those push-ups get hard after a while. 10 seconds, guys. Keep working through, you're almost there. 5, 3, 2, 1. Done. Whew. Well done, nice work. It is definitely a little bit trickier without having my trusted timer. Died on me. Make sure I'll charge it for tomorrow's workout. Now, let's do some stretching. Hip flexor stretch. So what we're after, tuck the tail, lean the upper body slightly back, push your hips forward, and take the arm of the knee that's down, straight up, and if you can, go across the body a little bit. Big breaths in. We're mainly after a stretch here, but the side is targeted too. And switch sides. Again, tuck, lean, push, and then up and over if you can. I know I do a lot of hip flexor stretching, guys, but it is important. Most of us sit down way too much. And even after 20 minutes of sitting, it's been shown that the muscles change. They start tightening up. And who of us doesn't have a period of 20 minutes in a day where they sit down? I know I do. Spread sit. So, depending on how flexible you are, you can have your hands behind you and then lift, or you can reach forward. If you have a weight of some sort, you can grab it and use it as a bit of a anchor as well. The target here, inside of the legs, those adductors. And then the last one, you can stay in this position if you want for a rear delt stretch. If this is a very uncomfortable position, you can also come to the cross-seated position. Also a good position for the hips to be in. It's not regular sitting, so we're a fan. And switch to the other side. Make sure that shoulder stays down away from the ears. Alright guys, that'll do us for today. So keep your eye on your messages. You'll see some more days and times for the Zoom training sessions coming in, but if you just want to do them on your own, that's absolutely cool as well. I'll keep sending out these workouts just like today. Alright, if nobody's told you yet today, you're a bloody legend. See you tomorrow.